Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Tonari no Kyuuketsuki-San episode 4. So last episode, Sophie and her other friend, whose name I cannot remember. There we go. Okay. Akari. You think I would remember it since it's a pretty standard name. Anyway, Sophie and Akari went to Hinata's place. This is the first time Sophie has ever been over to a friend's house because she really doesn't have any friends. One, because she seems to be kind of shy, so she doesn't really talk to a whole lot of people. And two, I'm sure even if she did, they'd probably be dead by now. You know, because she's lived for so long. Anyway, they go over. They hang out for a bit. Sophie talks about how she doesn't have a family. Akari brought up, you know, whether her family was a vampire or something, or vampires too, or something like that. And she said, no, she doesn't have a family anymore. And made Akari pretty sad that she brought it up. And then Sophie's like, I do know a vampire that did turn her entire family, though, and showed pictures. And then she mentions that they constantly complained to her that she should have turned that. Well, the parents complained that she should have turned them into vampires when they were a little younger, and I think it's her sister complains that she should have made her a vampire when she was older and had a much better looking body instead of like a 12-year-old's body or whatever, however old her sister was. But yeah, we also see that animals just apparently, at least dogs, just don't like Sophie. Most likely because she's a vampire. They can sense that kind of thing. So at least that's what they say. And yeah, so they do not like Sophie. Hinata's little dog, which is really nice, just growled at her like nonstop. Whenever it was around her. And let's see. Then they look at some photos of Hinata and Akari together when they were younger. And then they went home. And then the other half of the episode, Sophie had to leave the mansion, or the house. It looks like a mansion, though. To go and give Akari her lunch, which she forgot at home. So she had to put on her cape and get her parasol and walk out in the sun to go to the school to give her lunch. Then she hung around for a bit, talked to Akari's other friends, Yu and Sakia. I was looking at the names, that's why. And when she was about to leave, I think Akari was telling her, you know, she should stay. That way they can go home together. And she's like, well, no, I gotta go. I mean, I'm not even supposed to be here. And then one of the other students comes over and was like, well, maybe you could take over for me, because I gotta go home because something came up and I can't be here. So maybe you could take my seat, you know, take notes and stuff, and then give them to me later, or give them to Akari to give to me later. So she ends up staying, and actually fools the teacher, sort of. I mean, the teacher suspected that she was not the student that she was supposed to be, but she was not 100% sure since she was wearing that hood and the cape. She's all like, well, I guess it kind of looks like her. So they just went with that. So she got to hang out at school the whole day. And yeah, it ends with them going home. They had a after credit scene of them walking home, talking, and I believe she brought up a friend of hers who took her to, I think it was Marie Antoinette's house or something like that. But it was so that they could watch her get beheaded. Sophie wasn't really into that, but her friend was enjoying it. Man. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen in this episode. I believe when I stopped reading the manga, it was around this area. So everything past this, even the stuff that came before, I didn't really remember a whole lot of it. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen. So let's just get into the episode and see what we're in for. So the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. Oh, what volume is this at? Should be fine. Alright, now we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.